Aries, hello. We're going to do a reading on this beautiful, fine fall day for y'all. How have you been? We're just going to do a quick little vibe check and catch up and see what's going on. Hold on. Okay. Y'all know how I like to read in the car. So, first off, let's get the formalities out of the way, shall we? This reading is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross-watchers who would like to try to get into the head of their Aries. Now, as always, guys, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it. You will know if I'm talking to you if this is part of your story, okay? If it does resonate, however, you can hit me up in the comments down below. You can like, subscribe, all that stuff. But connecting with you guys is my favorite part of the gig. Y'all know that. If it does not resonate, however, you can always check out your moon and ascendant sign, and I also recommend your Venus, because love is also, love often is a part of these types of readings. Now, or you can check out any other beautiful reader we have here on YouTube. So, we're just going to do a quick little vibe check. I hope it doesn't cut out into two parts like poor Pisces video did the other day. That drives me nuts. And I'd like to say that two things. In your pre-shuffle, I was really getting like all the court cards, like, but in this deck it's like mother, father, daughter, son, in the wild unknown. And I feel like you could potentially, some Aries could be just having a lot of people around you right now, which you totally may be thriving and enjoying. But a few of you, I feel like, may need to take a step back and just take some time for you, okay? There you are, the sun's on the bottom of the deck. This is the knight in the traditional tarot. So, and another thing that kept coming up was a lot of waiting energy, right? And a lot of work-related energy. Like, you guys have been, like, just, like, putting your nose to the grindstone, and you're like, what gives? You know what I mean? Like, what fucking gives? So, we're going to check out what we have here. Maybe clarify, and then pull a couple oracles for y'all. So, first, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll clarify. So, oh, interesting, okay. We'll keep you. Bottom of the deck is one of your majors, the Emperor. The Emperor, I like to say, shows up in a reading when you guys really feel like, in the recent past, possibly, that things have been really disorganized. And the Emperor likes to usher in a time of things coming back into place. You know, the Emperor is a very steadfast, very steadfast, very solid energy, right? This is one of you guys' majors. You could also be looking into becoming a father, looking into taking your relationship to the next level. This is just things that are coming to my mind. But let's go to the reading. So, first two cards that came out are the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, right? So the Seven of Pentacles tells us that you have been working very hard for a while at a project, at a relationship, at some kind of creative endeavor, and you're waiting for your outcome. You know, you're like, I've been, you know, harvesting my plants, I've been harvesting my fruits. When are they going to come to fruition? When are these ideas, when are these opportunities going to come to fruition? The good news is that with the Seven of Pentacles, the universe has recognized that you are doing the work, that you're putting in the work, right? But she tends to have her own timetable. Sometimes it doesn't always fall in line with our human agenda, you know? And then we have here the Nine of Wands. This is known to many tarot readers as the Wounded Warrior. But in this deck specifically, I love it because see how these like wands kind of like create a staircase? This is telling you that you are so fucking close, Aries. You are so close, and not to give up. Just, you know, wait it out, take those few more steps, and you will arrive at your desired outcome. And oddly enough, what fell out after that was the Eight of Wands. This is one of the most positive cards in your suit. The Eight of Wands is about waiting for information. It's about waiting for a phone call. It's about waiting for an email, waiting for word from somebody to kind of like fit that last puzzle piece in. So if you guys have been really putting in the work and you've been feeling weary, that's another thing with the Nine of Wands. It's the Wounded Warrior because you've just been going at this for so long and you feel tired, you feel weary, you feel like, you know, a little, not despondent, but you feel a little like, you know, Seven of Pentacles, when is this going to come to fruition? Well, it seems that you guys are just waiting on this one last piece of information, this one last phone call, this one last email, this one last, you know, someone reaching out to you. And as soon as that happens, all these other things are going to fall into place. And with the Eight of Wands, the energy, as you guys know, you guys are fire. You guys are fire. But the once this falls into place, events speed up big time, right? You are going to be like, kind of like, I just heard like, holy shit, you know, this is all kind of coming at me at once. But if anybody can handle it, it's an Aries. You guys are very ambitious. You are very charismatic. You are very hardworking. You are very diligent. And that is a beautiful thing about you guys. So if any of you guys are really questioning right now, maybe a new job. I didn't really feel like a new job coming in. I just threw that out there. But I feel like it's a project that you've been working at really hard. It's like your baby. And you're just like, when is this going to, you know, come to an end? Not come to an end in a bad way. When is this going to, you know, show me that I've been putting in the work and that I'm being rewarded for it? And you will be. It's just, again, the universe, she has a really good sense of humor and she has a really funny sense of time compared to our human, you know, linear time view, if you will. I just shuffled the cards again. On the bottom of the deck is that Eight of Wands. It's coming, baby. It's coming. And the Emperor's there. But again, I'm going to say, a lot of people are surrounding you right now. Maybe this is a collaboration kind of deal. And you're waiting on one of your coworkers or collaborators to kind of put their spin on it, put their work into it. And that's what you've been waiting for this thing to come together, you know? I hope that makes sense. And I told Pisces yesterday, I don't think I did last year, but ever since 2017, I've loved doing the Halloween spread. I love Halloween, and I started my channel on September 25th in 2017. So this is like my 8th year on YouTube. Unfortunately, the past few years have not been as consistent, but I'm trying. I was having some weird things going on when I was trying to do live readings, which I love doing live readings because that's when I really get to connect with y'all the most. But anyway, universe, source, God, spirit guides, and guardian angels. What other messages do we have here for my beautiful Aries friends? Either validating or something that they have not seen yet. We'll take one or two. And I like to read from oracles out of the deck because I feel like the authors sometimes can pick up on something that I'm not, you know. Oh, that's way too many. That fell out. Okay. One at a time, please. we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. If that's not Aries vibe and Capricorn vibe, I don't know what is. And then what else do we have? I feel like that's going to be a very validating message to the one that I was just talking about before. Oh, doubt. Yes, this makes so much sense. I release the need to know all the answers. Aries, do not doubt yourself. You guys have been putting in this work. You have been, hiking up this hill. And I feel like right now you may be experiencing a little bit of doubt. And you have already been so disciplined. Don't let this doubt creep in and fuck up your flow, for lack of a better word. On the bottom of the deck here, we have Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. We might get to that. That might be a separate message. I don't feel if it's super connecting. And I do not want to run out of time because I just like that. Okay, so let's check out Discipline for y'all. Discipline and Doubt. Double D. I didn't just say that. Alright, Discipline. Your soul has a goal, but it has chosen to incarnate into a world of distractions. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges, but you have been given the discipline as your birthright. Hell yeah, Aries. I'm telling you, you guys are so ambitious. It is time to remind yourself what your soul has come back to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life, instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way. That is not an Aries vibe. Distractions can easily get us off the work of our soul, and if we give in to this apathetic impulse, we may miss many well-placed, pre-planned teachings needed for our inherent growth. Learn that satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task delayed. That's the issue with you guys. You know that. You know that that satisfaction comes right after. And you're just like waiting with bated breath for that aha moment, that click, for it to all be put together. It'll come. Okay, and we have doubt. It is impossible for the human brain to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. You are only consciously aware of the three dimensions for a reason, and that is to learn to love without the full awareness of your connection to spirit. Everyone has your own personal path to this awareness, and there is no right or wrong answer as long as your goal is to manifest the energy of love and compassion. The wisdom of the divine trickles into the physical dimension, and some of it will resonate with your soul, and some will not. There are signposts that guide you to your correct path. If the wisdom resonates with you and seems right, then keep it. If not, release it back to the universe. Always be aware and mindful of the insights that your spirit guides and teachers put on your path. I think that is a lovely place to wrap up. Aries, y'all know you can do this. You got this shit. Namaste. And I'll see you soon for Halloween. Peace.